Hello, welcome back to Uncle Buck's Garage. Today is a very fun day for me. Saturday, and the weather is nice. The doors are open, the birds are chirping, and let's put some parts on this thing. Well, while we're here, we might as well do the messy stuff first. We're going to get the silicone out. We're going to put our water neck on because we already have our 180-degree thermostat, which I prefer 180. We're going to put that on, and I already have the water pump ready. And she's already painted, brand new, one lifetime warranty from O'Reilly's. So if this ever goes out, I just take it off and I get a brand new one for free for as long as I own this truck. That's what lifetime warranty is all about. First things first, we're going to do is this right here, this water neck. Now, it comes. This is the way it comes. It comes with the little O-ring seal that goes in this little groove, and they say that you shouldn't need a gasket or anything with this. Now, I'm not going to run a gasket with this because this is kind of popping in there, but I'm going to put a little silicone around here, and I'm going to put a little silicone on this surface just in case. And we don't need a lot. It doesn't take a lot, okay? It just takes enough. I've said that. I've heard you've heard me say that before. It doesn't take a lot. It just takes enough, okay? And I got a little rag. I just want to get some of this all around this. I'm just smearing it in between my fingers. All right. Then I don't want to get that all over the chrome. I'm going to set that down over here while I get my fingers clean real quick so I don't get it all over my new chrome. And then we're going to set this inside the groove like this, just so it'll stay in place while we're doing it. All right. Because it's a little bit oversized and it wants to pop out a little bit. Then we're going to take one finger, not a lot, just a little. Hey, I've said it before and I say it again. Nothing pisses off the neighbors like open headers on a Saturday or Sunday afternoon. So, like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, check out down below. Check out the merch store down below. As you can tell, I'm putting it on this side and not on the intake because I don't want to slip and get all this in the porousness of that aluminum on that intake. If you get silicone on that intake, it's not coming off. All right. And that's all we're doing. I just got the rubber O-ring and we're just going to set it in place where it's supposed to go with the bolts. And it comes with the bolt package. Nice chromeness. All right. Now, and that's going to be half inch or a 9/16. Probably a 9/16. We'll tighten that down. It doesn't have to be super uber duper tight, but it just needs to be on there because we're going to do this like we did the silicone on the front seal. We're going to let that sit for a day or two until we put the pressure to it. We're going to leave that alone. All right. Now, the next thing we got going on, the last thing we're going to use the silicone for is the water pump. And the water pump bolts up here and here. Okay, now factory, when you buy a set of gaskets, they're both going to look like that. Well, this one is made for this side because there's an extra hole here in the water passage. But the water pump on the driver's side doesn't have extra holes. So basically all I did was I took the one gasket and I trimmed it down. Took a scissors and trimmed it down, cleans it up, makes it look better. This, just like every other gasket that needs to be sealed, is going to get silicone on both sides. And again, not a lot, just enough. In between the fingers and on the gasket. And just both sides. And just, you ain't got to be pretty with it. This part's not going to be seen, but this part needs to work, okay? Then, because you got silicone all over it, it's just going to stick to the block and stay where you put it. And then we'll just do the same thing with the other side. Not a lot, just enough. Yep, look at there. I got the little nub, a little dried nub out of the silicone. Get rid of that. You guys have done any of this, a lot of this work, you know, sooner or later you're going to catch that dry nub. It's like getting the peach seed out. Sooner or later that little nub's going to be there. Okay, nice and covered, both sides. And on the engine it goes. And just line them up and stick it. It'll stay there. Now here's the thing about the water pump. It has 4 specific sizes of bolts on it. And I've already wire wheeled to death and repainted these. And the paint helps, I think, on the threads with the sealing. But we're going to silicone these also. But we're basically going to take 2. We'll put 2 in to hold it. Put the bottom 2 in with the silicone on the threads. Pull the other 2 back out. Put the silicone on those threads. And then tighten everything down. All right. So, like I said, I wanted clean fingers on this. And this is a lot easier to do with everything off the front. If you're doing this from the side, it's a complete pain in the ass. One on this side. Line it up. And it's not going to want to thread in very easily because it's got paint on it, but it will hold. And just to begin with, you don't have to have these in all the way. You just got to need enough threads to be able to hold it in place. All right, just like that. Because the bottom ones are going to hold it in place once we put the silicone on. And like I've said, you don't need a ton. You just need enough. And that's enough. Just enough in the threads. You're just sealing in the block. And you just don't want to get that silicone everywhere on the new water pump. There we go. Then we're going to pull these back out. And we're going to put silicone through them. Because, like I said, these bolts are going through into the water jacket of the block. So you want to have these sealed. You don't want to have any of this leaking past this bolt. Now, I've never had anybody tell me crisscross pattern is necessary on this, but I kind of would like to think that it doesn't help. It doesn't hurt. Okay. So, and these need to be tight. They don't have to be steroid tight. These need to be tight. So that you know these are going to seal. Okay, they're all in. And now I'm going to let this, and I'm going to, because it's got the silicone on it, I'm going to let that sit 24 hours. Because I don't want to run this before this sets. I'm going to let this sit for 24 hours. This silicone and this silicone. I want that to cure completely because I want that to seal. I don't want to have any issues in the future. And that's the whole premise of the whole reasoning I have beside doing silicone, like not using silicone on the lifter valley the intake, is if you get enough time to cure, that's when your problems usually don't happen. It's when you're in a hurry. When you're a mechanic and you have to get stuff done, then right now, and it has to go out the door, you're not making money unless it's going out the door. You're going to find the ways of doing it that save you time. But when you don't have to save time and you have enough of it to do it the right way, do it the right way, because the benefits of it are just over the top. Okay, now we got all the icky part done with all the silicone. We're going to let that simmer for a day. Now it's time for the alternator bracket, the power steering pump, line up the pulleys.